So I'm feeling a little sick. I think this is because they're doing things to my eyes. But I've realized that when they are just kind of humiliated, in the sense that it's obvious that they do these things, they crank up these radiations, right? And right now they're doing something to my eye. I know they can do so much, and I know it's gonna be painful. But in my pain, I need to find dignity because this trash had to humiliate themselves and try to make you subscribe to things that you obviously don't subscribe to. See this video, right? This is a surveillance camera. They've made me feel so uncomfortable with myself because of the things they've tried to connect things. I used to have the habit of, like, when I'm focusing, when I'm thinking, to, like, sometimes put my lips in my mouth, in a sense, and just kind of think, and just kind of focus, right? It was something I did a lot. But they've rewired my brain to, every time I do that, to kind of think in this disturbing pedophile ways. And so now, when I do this, even though it's something that I usually do, like it's something that it was habitual, that where I'm just, when I'm thinking, I put my lips in my mouth, in a sense, and I think this is something I did all the time. So you can see here, I was, for some reason, first, initially I started focusing on something, and then I then put my lips in my mouth because I kind of got out of that nastiness that it make me experience. So I got comfortable for a second and started looking at my phone and put my lips in my mouth, something I used to do so often, no, normally, and not feeling comfortable. But now, because they have connected that with these peripheral things they do to me, it feels uncomfortable, right? And they're like, you see, we proved it, right? This, you did this. So I say, what? No, even to the point when I even see other people doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel uncomfortable when I see other people doing it, because what they make me experience when I do that is pedophilia centric. So you see in this video, me literally just kind of looking at my phone, focusing for a second, just like put my lips in my mouth like that, and I was just looking at the video I just uploaded. And I do these things where, and mind you, my lips are very dry now, right? Because they radiated me. I'm dehydrated. And so, of course, my lips are going to feel dehydrated. And when you're dehydrated and your lips are dehydrated, you want to, like, put your lips in your mouth to get some moisture on your lips. You almost feel so, because it's been so long, like, oh my gosh, like, it feels refreshing when they try to do some pedophilia things when I say that. But there for a second, I got out of the state of mind that they always make me think, and I got comfortable and just did this with my lips, and then realized, oh my gosh, I did that to my lips, and immediately remember that the nasty things they do when I put my lips in my mouth, because they have connected it with these peripheral things. This is how they rewire you to be disturbed. And they, when it's obvious, when you see this, like, I had to blur it out because I don't want my identity to be. I know people know who I am, but I don't want to be seen with that being blurred or not. It's just obvious that it's just a moment where every other person can do that normally, but because me, they've been doing this rewiring. When I do these things, it turns into something pedophilia centric. It's so disgusting. And then at one point they were trying to, I was looking at myself and they were trying to do this again. And then they tried to make me think of something just regular sexually, just to try to connect. They do this trickery and rewiring that's just so illogical. But it takes a brain of their logic to make somebody subscribe to these things. And they're like, yo, we are at war. No, you're not at war. You really are at war with rationality. But I'm not going to let you live that fantasy. I'm going to humiliate you for the humiliation you do to yourself. That's why I'm saying, when I'm screaming, when I can't, when I'm in pain, my eyes hurting and everything, it's because they're doing something to me. I know, my organs or something like that. That you understand that this moment wasn't for free. I told you this. Just because you wanted to delude yourself and live in this illogical reality you put together to do these things that you do, I'm not going to let them live that fantasy. Can you imagine trying to make you believe that this is proof of these pedophile things? You are a pedophile. Look at what? To them, that's proof. Or at least they try to make me sell, gaslight me to accepting this. And initially, because I have my surveillance camera, I saw initially when I was starting to focus on something on the screen, I started putting my lips in my mouth, but it was not fully in. And then I put my lips back in my mouth even you know, fully in. When I was looking at my phone, it's like you see, you thought you did it early. Like, it's just some random things they try to put together. I know it doesn't even make sense when I talk about it because this is high logical. They have to make me be to subscribe to these things. This is the life they chose to live. They're not a war. They're trash. They just have to dumb themselves down. And me, now I'm a genius for seeing them for the trash that they are. So to all my target individuals, see these things, understand that's their job. And because I'm bringing that up, and I've realized something. Every time I show them for what they really are, they hate it. What happens? Oh, they crank up whatever organ damage or whatever they do to me to try to block that out. No, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm a vessel. I guess we all have a purpose on earth. And my purpose on earth is to show this low life for what they are. And to continuously see, let them know, don't worry, you'll get yours. You wanted to live this easy life of doing things to people, calling yourself God, but in reality you're trash. You then you have to make yourself on the spectrum. And you work for pedophiles and try to make people now. It's not free. So I know the reason why I'm here. I obviously know you're just a perp and you want me to subscribe to these things. And they keep telling me, oh, they saw that, we proved this. Like, no, I don't care what you did. This is just illogical. I don't care proving. Like, these people think that torturing me is proving. So to all my target individuals, stay strong and know that justice will be done. Because these low lives are cowards and low life and had to make themselves damn near on the retardation side of things to make you subscribe to these things.